Hello people, and welcome back to part 17 of the City's Skylines build guide. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day and enjoyed the couple of time lapses we had before the beginning of this episode. I just knocked my mic, my apologies for the rumbling. We have finally gone about upgrading this highway, and it still needs a touch of tweaking. You can see the traffic does back up a little bit. This here is not ideal. It does move on, but still a touch of refining. This design is called a dumbbell roundabout, and obviously you didn't know, you can tell that looks like a dumbbell for you fitness people. If there's any of you watching, you'll know what this resembles. Yeah, it's still a little bit backing up. They could probably improve this with a touch of traffic manager, but I'm sick of playing with this roundabout right now, so we're going to move away from it. But you can kind of see how it works. It's really simple. It'll probably need another redesign in the future, but I'm thinking maybe now, when you start seeing intersections get this busy, it's usually a sign that you need another intersection. So it's important to bear that in mind, because there is just so much traffic coming into this area right now. Obviously we have a lot of population residing on this side of the highway, with our new expansions over here, and obviously we got our little small town here as well. So there's a lot of cars that want to come on and off this exit. You see, if you leave it on 3-speed and just kind of observe it from the top, you can see, it isn't the worst traffic problems in the world, but it's certainly better than it was when we first built it. But anyway, oh yeah, by the way, this design I took from Imperator, who is a Cities Skylines YouTuber. I'll leave the link to his channel down in the description below. Go ahead and check him out. He makes some really cool cities videos. You've probably seen them recommended. That's how I found him. But definitely go and check him out. His videos are really cool. He makes some really interesting Cities Skyline stuff. We've also fleshed out this side of the highway. We just added in a bit of a community hub. We need to break up this border here. This is very straight and that looks really weird. So we'll break that up as well. And we've also just got some more shops and houses developing along here now. And this is just going to fill out this side of the highway rather nicely near our toll road. And there's also a couple of exits and entries onto the highway. This little slip lane here as well that does eventually take you into the highway alongside a little bridge. And you also saw in the time lapse we've detailed our little school park a little bit. So this can be a nice little way to kind of add a little more interest to your schools rather than just placing them like I have over here temporarily. We just have a school alongside a road and that's kind of the end of it. You can actually make something pretty interesting just out of a regular block where you would put zoning. Drop a couple of schools, maybe like a playground and some nice decorated paths in. So this is like, I mentioned this towards the end of the last episode, if you attend this elementary school here, then you would also attend the high school here as you age up and go through the education system. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for off-camera additions. The university has hit level 4 tremendously. So right now we are acclaimed, and we are 1 level away from being prestigious, which is the last one. So I've gone ahead and added in one of the new buildings here, which is the trade school bookstore. Let's have a look at what that does. Let's come into our trade school, and the bookstore is here. So the campus bookstore has the biggest supply of study tools and current textbooks. Bookstore increases campus attractiveness, tourism attractiveness, and land value. The building must be placed within a trade school campus area, and this is what we are looking at right here. So this is a really nice building, and it's going to fit in nicely along that kind of busy university front. There is some crime happening over there, and a couple of abandonment issues here as well. This is totally normal with a new area. They will eventually stabilise. So this is looking really nice now alongside our kind of university front that is developing along the riverfront here, and I'm really happy with the way that this is turning out. We've also unlocked another building, which is the laboratories and the auditorium alongside the School of Tourism and Travel. So this thing is really interesting. Similar to our police academy, this is going to affect how our services work within the city itself. So interns bring the best out of the city attractions and shops, increasing attractiveness and entertainment of leisure buildings Income from all commercial zones is increased. Faculty increased campus attractiveness and requires a trade school campus area, of course. And I wanted to add this in today, and this is going to tie in what we're going to be working on. So over by our baseball park here, we have a bunch of people waiting here now. And I added in some commercial zoning, and we got a load of bookstores. So if you ever need a book, this is where you would come. And we'll probably do some of these upgrading. They will eventually change their appearance once they hit higher levels. So our tram interchange is really busy right here, right now. So there's a lot of people coming to this area, and we have kind of this big open space here. And I wanted to kind of introduce nightlife and maybe a little bit of tourism into the city today, as we are so close to the next milestone, and then we're going to get another area. Also as well, I want your guys' opinion before we do this. Let me know where you think we should have the downtown. Do you think we should have it over here at the head of the river and build some really nice stuff along here and something that's be really great? Or do you think we should head out towards the coast and kind of build the downtown up along here, along this side as well? So you can imagine that these two banks of the river right along here is where our downtown would reside and would be very dense. Of course, we do eventually unlock all the tiles in this Let's Play, but for right now we are just going along with the game as we unlock the tiles. Okay, so I want to add in this School of Tourism and Travel. So right here by our aquatic centre, I'm going to add in a path. So let's start from about here. I want to bring this up right alongside the railway to a point. See where we can pop it in there. Maybe actually let's have the one without trees. Otherwise the trees might end up touching the power lines, and then I'm going to come into our city parks. And of course you knew what we're about to do. This is going to be fenced off, because I can't imagine it would be very safe for students to be walking right up alongside the railway lines. So let's go ahead and just pop this in. So let's bring it all the way down the rail. There we go. That's going to be nice and fenced off. And let's have a look at where we can place this thing in. So let's go freeform a little bit. All snapping is off. I just want to follow the rail line as closely as possible. And we'll leave that there for right now. And let's go ahead and place in the School of Tourism and Travel. So this thing is going to cost us $1,360 a week to maintain, which we can afford right now. And it's going to cost 85 grand to place, which I think is more than okay. So let's go ahead and actually place this probably about there, I imagine. So that's going to slot in really nicely with the railway. And also, as you're driving up the highway now, you're getting this real dense kind of... You can tell this is something of importance, and that's going to be really cool to have in the city. Let's go ahead and hook him up ever so slightly. And then we'll also finish off by decorating with some paths that are going to flow in various directions around here. Up here. Maybe we can get on a little bridge here. That's going to flow just in front of the aquatic centre, and then come over to here. That's a little bit too short actually, let's bring that back in, and then over here as well. Okay, a nice little path there, and maybe we can also do the same here alongside. So there's a nice riverside bridge developing here. Let's bring him... What's about there? Oh, and our attraction, our theme park is leveled up as well. And let's hook him back up there. Okay. So this thing is now going to increase our tourism, commercial and travel buildings. Just improve their effectiveness and also allow them to make more money as well. And this thing's really cool looking too. It has this little connecting bridge, and there's a little bunch of different buildings tethered to it. This thing is really, really cool looking. I'm really happy with this. I think this was a great little design from the cities team. There's a few people dying across the city right now. Let's have a little check on our death care. Yeah, we've got plenty of availability, and everyone should be okay. So let's get on with today's episode and how we are going to be looking at it. Also, a little point out of here. Look how busy this tram line is. So many people using it. 384 residents and 6 tourists in the last week. And to see how full each tram is. So this tram line was definitely a good idea to replace the bus lines that are over here. Okay, so kind of thinking about how I want this new area to look. We've gone ahead and obviously joined in the new district, and this guy has a couple of policies, the legalization and let go of leisure. Let go of leisure just stops tax coming out of the area from commercial buildings, but commercial buildings do get a big hefty value in their entertainment value, essentially. So let's go ahead and have a look at how we want to plan this out. So we've got quite a big space to work with. We've leveled off the terrain here as well, so there's a nice little slope coming up from here. And let's kind of think how we can go about this. So I think I want a nice green verge road. Let's come out by 5. And then out by 5 again on each side, or 10 even. Okay, so I want kind of a unique building to take place here, and I've been looking at this ziggurat garden as kind of the focal point for it. Now this thing would be really cool looking. Let's go ahead and kind of draw in a bit of a marker here. Let's go up a little further than that, I think. Probably to about there. Let's come out on this side and place this thing in. So that's going to be smack bang in the middle. That's going to give us a really nice run up to the road. But I think we're going to play with some 6-lane one-ways here and actually upgrade this into such and upgrade them back. So right now this is a one-way road. You can only leave the area through here. Or maybe actually it'll be a bit more of a grander idea to actually have them drive in that way. And that way they have a nice grand entrance up to this area. I think that'll be pretty cool looking. So let's go ahead and kind of map out some paths here. I do want some nice path activity. Let's go 2 squares in, just like that. Okay, it's got quite a grandiose feel right now. I actually wonder, let me try something. This could go terribly wrong, but this is what Cities Skylines is all about. I want to kind of make a small, not that deep. Let's kind of go for like that, I think. And then let's kind of make a little ditch here. Just a fairly substantial hole, I think. We'll have around here. Possibly here. Like that, okay. And let's just kind of slope these sides off. Kind of like that, that's what I'm after. And then up here again as well. Let's push this one out if we can. So I'm just kind of playing with the terrain tool here. And I want to go ahead and try drop in a water source here. No, that is not what I wanted to do. Of course, these water sources can take a little bit of getting used to. There we go. So I have just flooded my city. Water sources are very delicate, as you can tell, but that is what I wanted to do. Is just have a little lake, a little pond alongside here, Don't worry if you do flood your city, the water will eventually just trickle through and disappear and evaporate over time. Don't worry, it will eventually clear up, so ignore that for right now. There we go, see, it's slowly starting to clear away. The rest of the town is suffering horrendously. If you leave it on 3 speed, you'll slowly see these things start to disappear as the water recedes away. So don't worry too much about it, they will eventually go away. Okay, let's go back to our paths. So for right now... no, it's not really what I want. Maybe let's try... Oh, actually, I wonder if... Oh, why does it have to go so high? Maybe let's try the other ones. See, I wonder if I can do this. This would look really sweet if I could. Maybe let's come from the middle. Have it come up like that. I'm guessing this is because of the landscape shape. Let's kind of have a play with the bridge here and see if we can... See, the move it mod would be horrendously helpful with this. Yeah, I don't think it's going to like it, is it, unfortunately? Would have been cool to have a little bridge just flowing along that, but it isn't to be, unfortunately. Let's bring... Actually, I might just leave that empty. Let's just bring another one in. Just the regular path. Just up alongside like that. And maybe we should also do the same with that, just so it is as symmetrical as possible. Let's just hook this guy up to the grid. Okay, so we've got a nice little centralized theme starting to come on here right now. So I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and link up these roads to the rest of the town. Let's come out by another 10. It seems sensible. And just make a nice square grid shape. Of course, that guy is going to be a little too big, but that's fine. We can also make some small park adjustments here. Let's go ahead and hook up some paths that link this whole area together. Straight through here. Down to there. Okay. Let's maybe have a look at some park assets that we can place under our tourism and leisure. Not a massive lover of any of those. Let's maybe take a look at a plaza with trees. Might look fairly swanky, maybe. Maybe. Okay, so that's going to fit in nicely there. Okay, let's get some commercial zoning in so we can start to see a couple of buildings prop up into here. Let's have one there. We'll have this whole front along here. And then let's go ahead and actually draw in a free-form dirt path around this area. And see if we can get a little bit of a lakefront. I know Bill and Ted will be absolutely losing his mind right now over this. The guy has been pushing for ponds and parks in the city ever since Fremwood. So I hope you are finally glad that we've remembered to do one here. Let's go ahead and bring this up here. These guys are still complaining of flooding. Doesn't look as though that water is really going away, is it? The rest of the city is fine. Oh, these have leveled up significantly. Okay. Let's talk about this really quickly. So we placed some office buildings in this area and they have now reached max level, which means they go to offices, and these things are way too big. Like, this looks ridiculous. From little small suburban houses to crazy skyrise in what is a relatively like, this bit I'm fine with, that was on purpose, but these bits are not. So if we open up the area policy, the district that we painted, you can see it here. This is Braithwaite, this whole area. If we click on Braithwaite and go to policies, we can actually go to city planning, and there is an option here for a high-rise ban. So this prohibits the construction of tall buildings and restricts the buildings from reaching their highest level, which is fine, which is what we want to do for our office spaces. So we can go ahead and pop that in, and you can see that they will delete slowly but surely, and then they will rebuild as just regular offices. Obviously, as a lower level office, they won't produce as much money, but you know, these guys are in a relatively small location, so they don't really have to worry about that. Let's go ahead and hook our buildings up here with water. So that's how you can fix that. Just apply the high-rise ban, and you'll see these things slowly disappear and rebuild as regular offices, and that'll fit in with the regular theme of your city. Okay, let's have a look at this place right here. Okay, I think I want to have some trams in here. And there's obviously a tram connection right here we can make use of. So let's go ahead and do that. And I think probably right here is the ideal spot for a tram. And then let's bring him up alongside the ziggurat garden. And let's just make I'm just going to make a little cross here to give myself some snap nodes for a roundabout. Just using the freeform tool. There we go, and then delete the inner ones. And then let's go ahead and grab some pathways. One from here, and then one from here. And then let's get a tram line running in and out of this area. So I imagine we can probably extend this one right here. Let's go ahead and drag the stop over to here. Yeah, that's going to work out nicely. He's going to be able to come straight back into the interchange and drop off at his stop right there. So I wonder if we do actually need another stop along here so people can get off at this side. That would probably make the most sense. Cool. So again, when he completes his round, let's wait for another purple tram to come along. There isn't that many purple trams on this line. Here comes another one right now. Here he comes. Just stuck in a little bit of traffic. He's going to drop some more people off here. And then he's going to go ahead and wait for his turn to go out. And then he's going to come all along up here. Make his way alongside there. It's all very nice indeed. And then he's going to drop some people off. It's a floating rock. There we go. And then people are already starting to gather at this stop, which is fantastic to see. Okay. I think we'll definitely have some more commercial here. Let's double check our noise radius actually. Yeah, we don't want a zone here because already you can see, let's find some regular commercial right here, some regular commercial shops. You see there's a little bit of noise pollution, nothing major, but then over here our leisure specialization is very red indeed, very sore, and that is going to be bad news for our residents, so we're not going to be giving them any more zoning on that side. There's a nice big spot here. I think that'll work nicely. And then do we want some alongside here? Yeah, I think we'll have a big one there. And maybe a couple of strips along here as well. Okay, so let's kind of think about decorating this lake with a little bit of bushes. Let's come up to about a 0.8 strength, I think. Actually, I think maybe we'll just go up for the 1. I wonder maybe actually, yeah, I think we're going to have a time lapse here, guys. We'll do a little bit of decorating on the lake and see what nice designs we can come up with. Okay guys, so we've got a lovely little lakefront developing along here now. We've got a couple of pavilions. There's a little dog watering station here as well. Some kind of trees on the decoration, a little bit of a wild overgrowth, and then some fountains and some more pavilions, and little bench chairs with trees in. It starts up really sweet, and we are just about to hit night time, which is going to be really, really awesome for actually seeing this place at night. Let's go ahead and grab in some more paths. And then I think we'll probably leave it there with a little bit of a nighttime tour. That should do nicely. And then there. And up to there as well, I think. Okay guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. Thank you very much indeed for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, a like below is very much appreciated. Equally as much if you didn't enjoy the video, feel free to leave a dislike as well. Starts up really nice, this area. Still lots to do, lots more detailing and little bits of road to add on to this. But as a general structure, this lake in the middle is looking really sweet. I'm super happy with that. And I hope you guys are as well. We'll leave you with the outro charge. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to answer the question about where you guys think the downtown should sit. I'm really keen for your opinion on that. So don't forget to drop a comment below and let me know what you guys are thinking. Otherwise guys, as always, thank you for watching. And enjoy the rest of your day.